Right here we have a pack of ravenous 7-week-old Lycan Shepherd puppies, F2s. And there we have the beautiful Tammy.
Hi guys.
And this is going to be a pup bong video. Back in the kennel here we have both Wrecker and Magi. They just finished eating and they're waiting for us to finish filming this. Got some turkey bags here that include some of the organ meat. We're giving the puppies at this stage large pieces of food, and we're teaching them to gnaw bite-sized pieces off of it. I've discussed in several recent videos. Again, the puppies are 7 weeks old. Now, there's more than enough pieces for everyone. There's more pieces than there are puppies. But like kids, they all want the piece everyone else has. You'll notice one of the puppies is missing, the little girl. My daughter came and grabbed her today. And she's pretty happy. I'll, if I remember, post a picture of the two of them at the end of the video. Typically start letting puppies go around 7 or 8 weeks. I think that's the ideal time in my opinion. See, these guys are getting huge. See it there? He's a little protective of his food. And we'll do some petting. And doing this over a period of time will get him desensitized to human touch while eating. Now, he isn't enjoying this, but what we're teaching him is we're not competition for his food. I've already given him the food. But now that they're getting a little older, they're getting a little more possessive of their food. And that's the time you do this. That reminds me of my puppy Wrecker. Now again, I have a whole series on puppy food aggression. And we're teaching him what we're not competition for his food. This is very important to desensitize puppies and adults to human touch. As a former animal warden, I can tell you from experience, you know, as somebody that used to deal with for a living biting dogs and their victims, I've seen a lot of disfigured children that were needlessly hurt in situations that could have been easily avoided with a little forethought and training. Again, you're going to notice all these puppies now, because they're older, and again, they're 7 weeks, they're going to start getting more possessive of their food. And so this is the time that you start doing this with them. Now, the worst thing you can do in these situations is to smack the puppy and take the food away from them. You're just reinforcing why they're scared you're going to take their food. Again, we're teaching these puppies that we're not competition for their food. Again, it's already been given to them by us. And we'll do this with each puppy every meal. And you'll notice some puppies are more reactive than others. Again, that's just an individual thing. You'll have some like this puppy that don't react at all. And you'll have others that are more possessive. And others who just want to get away. Again, we're desensitizing them to human touch. And this is stuff that I also have Tammy and my son do also. I'm not the only one doing it with all the dogs. But again, it is very important. And as the puppies get older and their personalities change, you can see there you go. Again, that's some of the early food aggression training I do with them. And again, you can see a couple of them were real protesting. A couple others, like little K-Bar here, you know, he doesn't really dig it, but he doesn't throw a fit either. And then you have some that just ignore it. Again, this is K-Bar, one of my keepers. He's a growl. This is your pup Crow, Amy. Amy's going to be getting him this weekend. I know you and Gary are going to love him. He's a really cool pup. For those who've been following, he's the one that had the pine sap on his butt. I had to cut a little bit of that out. You can see that's all grown back now. This guy's the handful of the group. He's the talker. He's the one who's constantly making the other puppies cry. He's the little mischief maker. I think he's a pretty smart puppy. He's always looking at your face and trying to read you, which is a trait I really like. Getting some rain on and off. That's why things are a little wet back here. A lot of leaves down from my big oak tree that drops them every time we get rain and high winds. Hey Spencer, that's your pup. Spencer's going to be picking him up Sunday. I know you guys are both going to love him. That's Wrecker and Magi saying, hey, we didn't have enough food, we'd like more. Right. We're always hungry. For those who are wondering what I use for filming, when I shoot these backyard videos of my dogs eating, I use my new Samsung S10 5G phone. And for my hikes and state fair videos and that, I use the GoPro, because that's where that thing really shines. Okay, that looks kind of good. Can I have a taste? you'd like to learn more about how to feed a raw diet, I've provided plenty of links in the video description, several from vets. They'll tell you the science behind it, how to implement it, and everything else you need to know. I ask that you look there first before you ask me any questions. I'm just going to direct you there anyways, because they're going to be able to ask them a lot more effectively, answer them, and do it with a lot more authority than I can in just a brief comment. You don't have to worry about raw food bacteria with dogs. 36% of dogs carry salmonella as a natural part of their gut flora. Raw bones are off, so perfectly safe. It's cooked bones that are dangerous. And that's because cooking the bone changes the consistency of the bone. It makes it indigestible and prone to both obstructions and perforations of the bowel. Raw bones don't do that. But you do need to make sure that you train your dog to chew the bones up effectively. Chewing is the first stage of digestion, and so they need to chew those bones up into digestible sized pieces. If they're swallowing too big of pieces of bone, they will vomit them back up. Again, that's part of the reason why I'm feeding these puppies large pieces that require them to chew, because we're teaching them to chew their food. That can be a big problem with dogs that are fed kibble, because kibble requires no chewing basically. They just crunch it a couple times and swallow it. And you can see with these chicken backs, these guys are polishing off the whole backs now. I'm not even having to cut them up. And that's because, again, they've been taught to chew. That, and these are some large advanced puppies for their age, and so they are able to do things that normally my bulldogs wouldn't be doing for a couple of more weeks. Well, it looks like they're all done for the most part. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell down below. You'll get email notifications when our videos come out. Bye from the beautiful Tammy, Wrecker, and Magi, and the 6 boys. Because again, my daughter picked up the girl today. See ya.